Guys, welcome to Season 2, Episode number 2 of the Derby Career Mode Live. And to start off this episode, we have got our Premier League fixtures coming up. First one against Chelsea at home, obviously in the brand new stadium. That the whole reason we did restart this career mode. If you did miss the last episode, make sure you do go back and watch that now, because we made 6, maybe even 7 signings in the last episode. So a lot happened. The team has definitely changed quite a bit. And I think in this episode, we're potentially going to get up to this Leyton Orient game and potentially make another signing in this episode. Maybe even 2. We're going to look at the shortlist. I'm not too sure. Should I show you who I've actually added? Or do I wait? I think I'll wait, and then I'll show you after this game against Chelsea. I think we'll do it like that. So let's go into this first game against Chelsea. We have got some really new, interesting players on the shortlist, so I can't wait to show you guys. Obviously, you can see the team here now. There's quite a few signings in it. We're going to be trying Ben Mee at the left-back position against a team like Chelsea, one of the best in the league. If he can do it in this game, then I don't see why he can't do it in many more. Obviously, it does mean Christie is dropping down quite a bit, but there's a good opportunity that we can always put Patterson into left-back and Christie back into right-back. But for the time being, I'm going to try out Ben Mee, new player that we did sign for quite a bit of money. Kanokar, Cuenca and Pinto also making their debuts, so it's going to be an interesting game. So here is our brand new stadium, new graphics as well. Really nice to see from EA, just putting a little bit more effort into career mode. These look really, really nice. And obviously it just shows off the stadium there. There are like fences behind the goals, but apart from that, it's essentially very similar to Pride Park. It's pretty much the best one that can fit the mould. And yeah, I just feel like it's a good team. So looking at our team lineup for today's game, these graphics look incredible. Really, really nice. Obviously Pinto, me, and on the bench we got Russell, Hendrick and Joshua King potentially getting his debut. It'll be interesting to see how those do off the bench. There's Antonio Conte. This is one reason that the Premier League is going to be a lot better, seeing those managers scanned in. Obviously, there has been 3 managers go down, and they'll be in the Championship now. But looking at the Chelsea lineup, they've got Keylor Navas, Todd Kane, Kenneth Omaro, John Obi Mikel. They do not keep it on the first screen for that long, but they have got a very strong bench with David Luiz, Lacazette, and a few other very good players that can come off the bench and get the goods done. Ball into the box again, Kia with the clearance. It's going to be interesting to see how we do with the 4-2-3-1 as well. I've decided to do that straight away, straight off the bat, because in the Premier League, you need these 2 holding midfielders, because the majority of teams in this league do play a 4-2-3-1, and if we are playing a 4-4-2, the centre mids are basically just defending constantly, so you may as well just make them CDMs. It's interesting to see Antipatiqueta and Alonso here, but we have dispossessed Amareo here. Cuts inside with Kanokar with the shot, and Keylor Navas, obviously the new signing, with the save. I'm not too sure why they've got Keylor Navas. They did sell Begovic to Real Madrid. I'm not too sure if that was a part of a swap deal, because Begovic went to Madrid and Navas went to Chelsea. I don't know if Begovic grows stupidly high on career mode or something. So EA did an update the other day, which meant they didn't like drop some of their main players, but I don't know if it's because this career mode was started before the update came out that it hasn't applied. So obviously like Courtois, Lacazette, like in real life, first Premier League game of the season, Chelsea are going to want to win it. They're not going to be playing like Todd Kane, Omareo and some of these other weaker players like Pasalic in the midfield. Marcus Alonso, I know they did spend 20 million on him, but he's not better than Hazard and Lacazette and stuff like that. But Willian here with the shot, but Pinto has blocked it. I'm not too sure if the new graphics actually do have added time like on the Bundesliga. For added time, it does actually count the time, but it doesn't look like it actually does that. It just does the +3, which is a bit of a shame, because I really like that in the Bundesliga, how it'll actually tell you if you're on the 46th, 47th and stuff like that. Costa here with the shot, and he has put it into the bottom corner of the net just before half-time. I was just talking about the half-time graphic, and Diego Costa has put it into the back of the net there. Literally out of nothing. Chelsea have had very few chances, and yeah, they've got themselves the goal. I was like slating their team, like they haven't put out a very strong team at all, but as long as they get the points, it really doesn't matter. And there it is, half-time, just like that. Literally passed it probably 3 times. Are we going to win against Chelsea in our first game? Probably not, so a point would be really nice if we can get a goal in the second half. I'm going to put it onto attacking for this second half. I feel like we just need a few more bodies going forwards and staying up there when we do go on the attacks. Going to get the ball into Vidra here. It's going to be interesting to see how he plays as a solo striker. But Patterson here against the post, really good. I'm not too sure why Knockout wasn't there and Patterson pushed forwards, but Still a good chance. Willian going around Ben Mee, ball into the box, but Pickford there with the punch, of course, gone onto the edge to Pasalic with the shot, and it is just wide of the post. Didn't quite clear out the box there and get the block in with any of our players. They have made a substitution here. Eden Hazard coming on for Marcus Alonso. Subs coming on now. We've brought on Hendrick and Joshua King and Johnny Russell on the left hand side. Potentially we could do with maybe another winger. I'm not too sure because I don't know, Johnny Russell only 73 rated, but then we probably have to get rid of Wyman. Johnny Russell though, straight off the bench, and has forced the save from Keylor Navas. Going to go short into Knockout, into the back post where Jeff Hendrick is waiting. As you can see there, Keylor Navas, 7 saves so far. We haven't had the best of shots, but we have got a good opportunity here with Johnny Russell. If we can slip it through for King, we have. And he has found the back of the net. He's just come off the bench, Joshua King. First Premier League goal for us. And yeah, just getting back into this game. Poor pass from Keylor Navas. Not too sure why Courtois is not playing. He's obviously like 90, maybe even 91 rated by now on career mode. Joshua King pretty much down the middle. It wasn't the best of finishers. But yeah, first goal for him. Just off the bench, and definitely made an impact. I think Ben Mee is a good defensive option, but in terms of going forwards, he's not the best of left backs. As you can see there, Aubameyang has gone to Manchester United, so a very good player going to Manchester United there, making them a very strong team indeed. Obviously still got Ibrahimovic, Rashford, and many other players. Here is Thomas Ince, going to try and cut inside. Not quite got the shot off. I could have probably just gone with the right, but thought I'd give it a go with the left. Here we go. I've put Knockout down the middle and pushed Thomas Ince out to the right, and it seems to have done quite a good thing. Hughes through here with the shot, but Navas with a very good save again. Even though he did kind of cause the goal, Keylor Navas has made probably 8 or 9 saves by now. Ball into the box again, into Knockout, who's made it 2-1. Yeah, I was not too sure if it added the goal there. It literally was 1-1 for a moment. I was like, has it gone in? But yeah, Knockout getting us a goal. Last 10 minutes of the game now. And obviously both the new signings getting a goal for us. That's really good to see. We have changed a few kit numbers, given Knockout the number 11, because obviously Darren Bent had it last season. And Joshua King the number 17. I don't think anyone else had that number. Corner for Chelsea, last 10 minutes. Definitely want to keep in the lead now that we have surprisingly got it. And we have won the ball here with Joshua King, and he is straight through. Nobody is back for Chelsea. Not too sure if Keylor Navas is going to come out or not. I'm not too sure what footed Joshua King is. He's hit the post, and he's put it into the back of the net anyway. A little bit fortunate, obviously hitting the post, but 3-1 against Chelsea on Legendary, in the rain. This isn't easy, but we're beating one of the best teams in the league. Obviously a good change in the formation. I'm just going to check what footed Joshua King actually is, because I'm not 100% sure. He is actually right-footed, obviously he can cut inside from that left-hand side. But yeah, I think we've got a really good signing in Joshua King. Obviously 80, well, he's got 96 sprint speed. That's one good reason for him. 82 dribbling, 71 finishing, which could be quite easily improved with a bit of training. And yeah, him and Vidra are going to be very good up front. Here we go. Can we make it 4-1 against Chelsea? Joshua King to get his hat-trick in the first game with the shot, and it's wide. Really annoying. I could have probably taken it a little bit closer. But yeah, I just wanted to see how his cross shot did. Obviously 5 shots, he had quite a few opportunities literally in 20 minutes of a game. And there it is, first game of the season, winning against Chelsea on Legendary. I'm just amazed. I'm just going to check that I've actually left it on Legendary, because I did play on World Class last season just to make sure that we did get the same points and the same growth to our players, of course. So I completely forgot to say, in between the 2 episodes, there was literally like 2 days, and the offer that we did put in for Jacob Butterfield from Ipswich was accepted for 1.6 million, and he has been sold for 1.1. But yeah, we needed to get rid of a central midfielder, and that's who we went for in the end. So we have also set up a scout network in Germany for an attacking midfielder, obviously like Ozil, Goetze, and many other very good players from that country. We'll put a few inquiries here for some big target man strikers and a few left backs, because I feel like left back is the only real position that we do need to improve. So I am going to put some bids in for these players that we have put inquiries in for. Diafra Sakho is on quite a bit of wage. I was kind of expecting him to be a bit of an outcast. Obviously they've got Anna Valencia, Andy Carroll, and I think they've got Zaza. I'm not too sure. So yeah, just looking at the settings here, as you can see, we've got Legendary. We have got game speed on fast, which I do quite like. It makes it a little bit more like Ultimate Team gameplay. As you can see by the sliders, we've got all those on 50. so it's not like we're getting an advantage or anything. So I don't know what can we do to make it harder. We could actually turn those sliders down, which is one thing. Bojan is set for a move to Liverpool for 30 million. I could actually see that transfer going down, to be fair, and Kovacic potentially leaving Real Madrid, and I can actually show you the transfer thing, but I'm not too sure if I should do that now. Transfer of Nifil Max Lauer is a season-long loan, which we are going to accept. He's 56 rated. I doubt he's ever going to be useful in this career mode, to be fairly honest. Also, we're going to stick the £4 million price tag. It's just going to, I can't be bothered to fiddle with all those stats, but we're just going to basically stick it around 4. So we have put a £7 million bid plus Chris Martin in for Fernando Torres. He is 33 years old, so he's quite old. But I feel like when Championship teams go up to the Premier League, they tend to bring in a bit of a target man, kind of big striker, a bit of a well-known past, and I don't know, Torres would be quite an interesting one. Transfer offer for Will Hughes, we are going to reject all offers and disallow future offers. He's one player. I don't care what the price tag is. We're not going to look to move him on. But George Thorne has got a year left on his contract, and he says he doesn't want to sign a contract extension. That's a bit of a shame. I probably should have dealt with that last season when we had a bit of money still, because now we are going to potentially bring in a big signing. Are we going to have the money to renew his contract? So now that George Thorne is unhappy at the club for some reason, I'm not too sure why, we have had a bid in for him. I'm going to stick he is a very good player. Like, we can grow him to at least 78. I'm looking at around, with George, if Hendrick was 10, I'm going to put 12.5 for George Thorne. I know it is like triple his price, but I think he's worth it. So I'm not too sure if we can actually sign a new contract for George Thorne before the end of the window, because I really would like to keep him. Obviously, he has refused the contract. We did offer him 30, so I'm going to go to 40 this time, and we'll give him crucial first team power. I think I only gave him important last time. Would mean we do lose quite a bit of wages, but I think he's worth it. He's a very good first team player. But we are going to be going into our next game against Everton, a very good team as well. Away from home, a first away game in the Premier League. If we do win it, we can obviously stay top. Obviously, Liverpool have drawn one of their games. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how we do against a team away from home, because they have got quite a few kits, to be fair, Everton. But obviously, we're going to go for their first kit and go into the game. Going into the lineups then for today's game, they've got Stekelenburg, Coleman, Funes Mori, Jagielka, Besic, McCarthy, Nace, and a few others. No Romelu Lukaku. I think he has actually gone to Man United last season. We're going to attacking straight away in this game, because in the last game we went on balance for the first half just to make sure we didn't concede. Did concede, then we went on attacking and scored 3 goals. Into Thorne here in the midfield. I'm not too sure if we are going to be playing Ince down the middle. I feel more like he does a little bit better. Like when we did bring on Joshua King, we pushed Knockout into the middle. He seemed to do a little bit better than Ince. We have got the ball out here to Knockout. I'm not too sure if we can cut inside. He has been fouled by Leighton Baines on the edge here. Free kick here on the edge. I don't think it's really a scoring position. Can we do it? I'm going to give it a go, because I've never really given these a go from a free kick. Just inside the netting. Maybe just a little bit more to the left, and we could have got that into the back of the net very early on. I'm not too sure. It was quite wide, and maybe the keeper had it covered, but it was worth a go. 3 minutes of added time left in the half now. If we can nick a goal just before half-time, that would be quite nice. Going to get it up to Ince now, into Patterson. Probably going to play a bit of a weaker team in the next game against Leyton Orient, obviously a team that's probably in League 1, maybe even League 2. But we have got the ball through here for Ince. Going to go out wide to Knockout with the shot. Saved by Stekelenburg. I'm not too sure why I'm going for so many finesse shots. We have got the ball in here into Patterson, and it has been cleared by Aaron Led. Another corner here. We're going to go short into Knockout and get the ball into the back post and potentially get a goal with Pinto, but he has been saved. So I think this game's been a little bit more realistic, a little bit more like a Premier League battle. Everton kind of dominating us quite a bit on possession. They have got the ball in the box here. Definitely don't want to give away a penalty, which we apparently have done there, even though Keogh won the ball, and he is potentially going to be sent off. I'm not too sure. Don't think he is, but look, we got the ball there, and then we took the man out. We pushed the ball away and followed through and hit the man. So a little bit frustrating. Are we going to be able to save this with Jordan Pickford in the last? Like, there's no chance that we can get back into this game if we don't save this penalty. Baines has missed it. Leighton Baines has missed a penalty. He's probably got 85, maybe pushing on for 90s, and he's missed the penalty. That's quite a big lifeline there. I don't know if we can nick a goal here in the last couple of minutes now. And there it is, full time against Everton, 0-0 in the end. Obviously saving that penalty from Leighton Baines at the end was quite good. I think this chance, yeah, we had a free kick with Thomas Ince, wasn't the best. We didn't really make that many chances, to be fair. We probably could have done a little bit better. Only 4, but Everton didn't have a single shot on target, which, I don't know, it kind of shows how easy it kind of is. Like, if we were at home, we probably would have won that, but away from home, taking the point, I'm pretty happy with that. Transfer offer here for Thomas Ince from Stoke City. Quite an interesting one, actually, because Thomas Ince, he isn't going to grow too many more ratings, but a very good player, in my opinion. So we are going to stick I'd say slightly better than Thorn in terms of impact. So I'm going to stick a £15 million price tag on him. I know that's like triple of his value in the market, but in my opinion, he is a very good player. Into the final game then against Leyton Orient. We are actually going to be using our second team for this game, just because obviously they're a League 1, League 2 kind of team. Maybe even the Championship, to be fair, but they are still a weaker side. So yeah, we're going to stick the second team on. We are going to try Weimann out on the centre attacking midfield position. King on the left, because he can actually play there. And Hansen and Hendrick holding. Christie giving a chance. And Jonathan Mitchell at 70 rated is not bad at all. Potentially Chris Wheel as well, if we can get a game. So I've actually given Hendrick the number 13 number. I was going to give him the number 8 that he did have before, but he tends to have the number 13 for Ireland. But yeah, looking at this Leyton Orient side, I really don't know any of their players. I'm just trying to think. Maybe their goalkeeper? I don't know. I've kind of heard that name. But yeah, there's not anyone really I know in that team. So we'll probably walk over him. We've got like a good 73-ish rated team. So yeah, we should do a good job. Ball into Joshua King here. Into the box. Chris Martin has absolutely skied that. I know it was on his left foot, but he probably should have done a little bit better there. And we could have had an early chance. But a player's already been injured for Leyton Orient. Ball into King here. I don't know if we can get it off for Jeff Hendrick to get the shot off. We have, but it is miles over the bar again. Was it Forsyth? I think it was Forsyth in the end. Here we go. Weimann's dispossessed Leyton Orient. I don't know if we can take it around this number 30. Maybe even both their centre-backs with the shot. And it has gone into the back of the net. We haven't played Weimann yet. And give him a chance in the cup. And he's got himself quite a nice goal. He is one of them players that doesn't matter that he's only 72 rated, because he's actually got some really good stats on his card. Good finishing, good amount of pace, and pretty decent dribbling as well. Just goes down to the left and then cuts inside, goes past both the defenders and slides it into the bottom right hand corner. Makes it 1-0 just before the 30th minute, just on the 30th minute. And yeah, it's good to get the first goal in the game. Just means we can bring on some youngsters and get them growing a bit more. Ball into Forsyth here. I don't know if we can get a good delivery into the back post for Martin to get his head on. Onto the edge to Hendrick here with the shot. What a goal for Jeff Hendrick on his first team second debut, of course. Coming back to the club after spending a year at Burnley, and he's absolutely rocketed that into the back of the net. A really good strike from the Irish international. Ball in from Forsyth. Didn't quite get the head from Martin, but don't matter. Take one touch. Left foot as well. Beautiful goal. Really, really nice goal. Similar to Johnny Russell's that he did get recently against, who was it? Leeds, I think? Yeah, Leeds. Ball into Bennett now. I don't know if we can get a goal with him. We have got the shot off, and it has gone in off Weimann, I think. Is that going to go down as Weimann's goal? It was pretty much all Bennett, but it's I think it's gone to Weimann in the end. Cut inside here. Bennett with the shot. And it deflects off the Leyton Orient man. I don't know if it's an own goal, actually. It's gone down as Weimann's goal. A little bit crazy, but still, to get the third goal, really nice. And going through to the next round. Ball on the edge with Leyton Orient here. With the shot. And that, I think, is their very first shot on target in the 90th minute. It was literally the weakest thing in the world. But a shot's a shot. And there it is, full time against Leyton Orient, a 3-0 victory in the end. Very, very easy. Nothing, literally, I don't think a single shot from Leyton Orient on the highlights. They got one off, but yeah, there wasn't. They got two off apparently. Not too sure when that other one happened, maybe from a corner. So EA Gunigamp, I think they're a French team. They have accepted the 3.9999 that we did put in for Bryson, just under 4 million, of course. Go ahead, Eagles. That is like the craziest team ever. I'm not too sure what league they play in. I don't know if they're in the MLS. It sounds like a most American team name in the world. But we have had a few transfers offers accepted here. One for Zinchenko, a very good young centre attacking midfielder. We're going to stick a 4-year contract on him Important first team player because he would obviously be quite good. 10 million value. He's got to be at least like 75 rated. Demissy is actually quite similar to Patterson, but a little bit better at going forward, so he'd be quite a good player, and would be quite cheap at only 3 million. And we've also got this player Vijar from Colo Colo. He is slightly cheaper in wages, but 300 more in transfer value. But I think he's right-footed. That's the only thing that's kind of putting me off, because he's a bit like Dave Ansplit-Quate. We've also had a £10 million bid from Roma, accepted for Edin Dzeko. The reason I put this bid in for him is because I feel like we do need a bit more of a target man who can just put the ball into the back of the net no matter where it is. And Dzeko would do a very good job, as he was at City previously. We put a similar bid in for Falcao, but they want 19 million for him. Also, we've had a bid accepted for Forestieri. That's very nice indeed. And one for Jordan Ibe. So we have got the transfer confirmations here now. There are some really, really nice ones. I think straight away, out of these two left-backs, it's kind of obvious you go for the cheaper one, because they're very similar, and he is actually left-footed, Demissy. Vijar is actually right-footed, but he has got 5-star weak foot, but I think we'll go for Demissy. He's slightly faster, and he's basically Patterson, but with skills, and that's quite a good player in my opinion. We've also got the deal here for Zinchenko and Jordan Ibe to look at. I think we're going to reject, we'll reject this Vijar guy, because we don't need another left-back, of course. Now dealing with these three. Out of these two, you just look at the price, like 4 million difference in price. I know 30 grand in wages, it's nothing much really. But yeah, just that. I feel like Forestieri, he's a little bit weak as well. And for the Premier League, is he going to be good enough? I don't know. 75 rated, he's not going to grow at 27. So I think we will reject him as well. Now the last two players, I think we could actually bring both of these in. Yeah, we can. So do we just do that? Do we just spend all our money on... this would actually be a record-breaking signing. I think our record signing so far is Hendrick at... Or was it Bailey? I think it was Bailey at 5.7. So I would kind of like to break that record. And I feel like we do need a better centre attacking midfielder. I see Thomas Ince a bit more of a right midfielder. So there we go. I think I'll wait for this deal just for you guys. Do you want me to accept this offer for Jordan Ibe? I think it's a really good offer, to be fair. Mason Bennett, not really going to play. Jordan Ibe, we could easily get him up to at least like 75, 76 quite quickly. But yeah, we'll deal with these first two signings in this episode, literally just to finish it off, of course. We're going to put those into the team. Zinchenko is a 76 rated player. We're going to put him in for... I think we'll drop Cuenca. Put Kanoko on the left and Ince on the right. And then we'll put... Cuenca on the bench for Johnny Russell, and Demissy 71 rated. But look at those stats, look at those physical stats: 91 stamina, 88 sprint speed, 87 acceleration, 89 aggression, very aggressive indeed, 86 shot power as well. He's basically the Denmark's version of John Onorisa with 4-star skills. I think he's going to be a really nice set piece taker as well, with the corner specialist thing, which I'm not too sure what that is. His defending could be a little bit better. 60s for him. So I think on that note, we are going to end off the episode here. Obviously, breaking the transfer record at £10 million. I think that's a good round number. We could have obviously waited and got Edin Dzeko, but I feel like he's not going to accept a contract. I doubt he's going to want to move to a club like us unless we do offer him stupid money. Like literally, we'd have maybe 90 grand a week. And he is 31 years old, so he is only going to go down in ratings. We're going to go back up to this, so we'll go to 3.8 now that we have brought in Zinchenko. We don't quite need as many central midfielders. Going to go to 3.8 now, and yeah, potentially get a deal for Bryson sorted. So West Ham are actually going to have to sell Ogbonna. I'm not too sure if he's actually gone or not. He's been transfer listed, so that's quite interesting. It's kind of a shame that we have made both of those signings just then, because we could have probably got him for quite a decent price. I don't think we've got anyone to really like use to convince him to join as well. We could always use George Thorne, so let me know down below if we do George Thorne plus the extra 4 mil, which will be around 8, and yeah, because George Thorne isn't wanting to sign a new contract, and he is on 12 months left on his contract, so you don't want him to expire. and then you're losing for free. But in the next episode, we have got West Ham just behind us in third place, but unbeaten at the moment in the Premier League against Chelsea and Everton. I think that was a really good start. In the next episode, we'll play the game against West Ham, and then I think we'll go up to maybe even the Manchester City game in the EFL Cup. Quite a big game, of course. But yeah, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe if you are new to the channel, and see you soon. Bye.